What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft with me, your boy Iggy. Today, it's finally time to work on this sightline right here. So right behind us, we've got our little lake or pond that we did a little while ago. And I figured it's finally time to get something in this area to kind of fill out this sightline right here. And that will also act as a great place to add some additional farms that we're lacking. Like a big one that I'm thinking of is sea pickles, an actual dripstone farm, a lava farm would be a great one, all of which we can probably cram into the building or series of buildings that I plan to put right in here. So that being said, I've got a little terraforming to do, bring this hill down a little bit. So we've got space for the build. I do want it slightly elevated, so we're kind of gonna hold this back right here so we've got room to run the path over back through here and then up as well to get to our builds that we're going to put here. Thinking about doing some sort of like medieval-ish looking townhouses. So that being said, I've got some land clearing to do. Once I've got that done, we'll join back up and we'll get cracking on this thing. So I'll see you in a jiff. Alrighty, so got the path kind of plotted out here. So it's going to run along the back there and then probably along the side here. Maybe we'll work in another custom tree or something in this area, or maybe some little storage. I don't know. We'll figure that out at a different time. But we got things all set up for our little townhouse. So what I figured is we would have stairs coming up right here and then maybe like a little planter box out front that kind of ties in with these. And then we'll go up. So I'm thinking for this one, I'm not going to time lapse it. We're actually going to do the episode bit by bit for the build here. So as I get some stuff in, I'll come back and show you what I've got, and we'll kind of go from there. So give me a moment to start plotting some things out, and then we'll join back up, see what we've got, and continue on with the project. So I'll see you momentarily. Alrighty, so here's what I've got so far. The path will continue up. We'll just blend this in through here and curve it right there. This will come up and kind of go along both of these directions. So it'll have kind of a little Y-shaped fork, if you will. And then right here, we've got our little entryway. We'll probably get some iron gates or something right there just to kind of make it look like it's an actual gate. And then right here, we'll have a little wooden gate to get into the little, I guess you could say courtyard or yard out in the front. We'll probably be able to get some like custom trees in here, something like that. And then the building will probably be, I don't know, maybe 3, possibly 4 stories. We'll have to kind of see how it turns out as we go. Because like I said, I did not plan any of this beforehand. So got the little walkway. So the stairs will come up right here. And the entrance will probably be right in this area. So I figured we could grab our spruce logs and we'll try going. Let's see. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, let's hop into free cam. You know, oh, I'm stuck in a tree. You know what, let's do 7, 6, 7. All right. We'll come over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Join these up. Yeah, I think that's going to be a lot better, especially if we want a tall building that, if we look at it from back here, really goes up. I mean, these are sections of 5 right there, and we do want this one to appear to be taller than this one, so it really fills in this whole space. So when you're walking up to it, you actually have to look up to see the top. It really helps you feel enclosed in an actual city. A lot more realistic, in my opinion. So I'm going to start playing with this a little bit, and once I've got something that I'm happy with, I'll come back and show you, and we'll continue the build from there. I'm thinking I'm going to leave the sides of these plain and untextured, and that way we can add additional ones on the sides, maybe do, I don't know. We got the one here that ends here. Maybe we could do one more on this side and then possibly 2 over here. That should kind of fill out to the end of this building. Or actually, we could probably just run them all the way along and then have it fill in this sight line from right there as well. So it's just a whole line of townhouses right here. And that should give us quite a bit of room for farms and whatnot. So That being said, I'm going to keep on working on this, and then once we've got it a little further along, I'll come back and show you what I've got and what the thought process behind it was. So I will see you momentarily. All right, so we have got the first level of the front facade, I guess we could say, done. So the sides of the building, like I think I said earlier, are going to be plain because we are going to be connecting multiples of these together. So there's no point in making the sides all fancy if it's just going to go into the next build. So there's not like there's going to be any windows or ledges or anything on the sides here and there. So those will just be flat, pretty much straight back, and then we'll decorate the back up a little bit. Probably somewhat of a similar style to the front. Maybe not. We'll figure it out when we get back there. But we've got the front little area done here. So we've got the nice kind of curved out looking window, which we did with a combination of glass blocks and glass panes. So if you kind of diagonal 2 glass blocks, then put a pane in between, you kind of get this curved looking window, kind of like a bay window almost. And then down here, we've just got some little, pick up that dirt block, some little grating just for support, some little redstone lamps under there just to kind of light it up a little bit. Make it look a little bit fancier. We don't have sea lanterns yet. We definitely need to get on a guardian farm pretty soon, but overall, I think this is coming together pretty good. You can put some bushes like kind of along here, and then we'll have our trees, a couple little trees similar to those coming up in the front here. And we should just be able to see through that window, or be able to see that window. Maybe we won't make the trees too high. We'll have to play with that. But I'm going to go ahead, get the next floor or 2 in. It'll probably be the next 2 floors because I plan to make them look the same. So once I've got that, we'll join back up, have a look at it, and then start thinking about how we're going to wrap up the build. So give me a little bit of time. It'll just be a moment for you, but as soon as we join back up, we should hopefully have something pretty cool coming along. So I will see you in a jiff. Alrighty, so here's what we've got for the front of the build. Let's see if I can hop in free cam so we can see it unobstructed by these trees. So we've got our first little floor right there with our little bay window that we talked about. And then we come up and we've just got, you know, a couple 2 wide windows and one wide window. And then up on the 3rd floor, we've got the bay window in the middle with a 2 wide on each side. And that gives us a way to do the shutters. I may move these over to this block so they're opened up that way. So it kind of doesn't look so uniform and we see a little bit more of the wall color there. And then up at the top, we've just got some simple attic windows and then a tall pointy roof. So now what I got to go in and do is get the sides of this in. And as we talked about before, these are going to be plain. The back will honestly probably be plain as well. That way it will let us come around and build another building, possibly that backs up to this one. So then the walkway will kind of go around the 2 sets of buildings right here. Then maybe we'll have some facing forward at the ends that line up to the or back up to the side of the building that we're going to be putting here probably. So I'm going to go ahead, just kind of continue the pillars all the way up and across. So that way on the inside, it looks nice. And then when we need to, you know, have room for things, we can actually knock down the walls in between the builds and connect them up. So we've got a little bit more room hidden inside of our build here. So give me a little bit. I'm going to get that all banged out. We'll get the walls and the roof put on that, and then we can join back up and decorate this thing. So give me just a jiff, and yeah, I'm pretty excited for what we're going to end up with. So give me a second. All right, so here it is, the finished build. Well, not quite finished. We still have to detail and add like the like some plants and all that good stuff, the trees, some grass and all that. But we do have a structure complete. So let's fly back here. I always forget that I can do free cam, but so yeah, the sides are plain. The back is plain as well. I do need to put the wool in the top right there still, but yeah, other than that, that'll give us room that we can back up a building to that, maybe expose some windows on the back. We'll have to see what we end up putting behind it. But yeah, same thing on the other side, just plain, so that we can add a couple more of these and start getting, you know, a row of the townhouses going right here. That'll really help fill in this sight line. So, you know, when you're walking around, you make the corner, there's actually things to see right there. Like I said, I do need to fill in the wool on the back so we won't have that little bit of sky. But you can imagine once we've got another roof kind of cutting off behind the pillar right there, or the tower, and then, you know, one kind of doing the same thing over there, it'll really fill this area in nicely once we've got like the paths and everything connected. Kind of walk down this narrow little walk with all the townhouses up to the left, and it'll give that sense of scale where you really feel enclosed by the surrounding. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and decorate this thing up, and then we'll come take one final look at it and call it for today. So give me just a moment, and I'll be right back with you. Alrighty, so sometime later, and we have a finished build. So standing back here by the lake, you can see it definitely fills the sightline amazingly. We just need to get a couple more on either side to really kind of fill that area out. But moving forward, we've got the path all put in up to the building, and then we kind of got it forking over to the left and to the right there. I may need to smooth this out a little bit right in here, but probably do that in between episodes. But yeah, if we hop into FreeCam, we can see we've got all the leaves on there. You know, everything's nice and decorated. The sides are still plain because, like I said, we're going to be adding onto either side and possibly the back. But yeah, it definitely gives a good sense of scale having these tall buildings here. So actually did a little bit of the interior, nothing too fancy, but we've got the floors and some stairs in. We'll probably get a little wall in here. Possibly add this to add or go into the other buildings. And then if we come up the top here, again, same thing. We just need to connect that up to the top and add some walls in between here and here. And then we can go up one more floor, actually two more floors. So we've got this one, whole nother floor right here that we can use for something. And then we've got the attic as well. So I'm thinking up here will probably be the lava farm, and that way we can just line it with cauldrons, maybe on this side, have the lava dripping down, all that good stuff. Would like to get a sea pickle farm in here somewhere as well, so maybe on this floor or this floor we can do that. And then yeah, we've got the first floor as well. So once we've got extra buildings on the sides of this, if we need to expand into other buildings to get like some wide farms, we can do that, and it's great. We'll have tons of room for all kinds of activities, fun farms, decoration. You know, the back will go, actually, you know what, let's get out the rockets, have a look at this from up in the sky, or from a distance here. But yeah, it definitely is starting to pull the village together pretty nicely. Let's go hop on this roof right here and get a, that's not the best vantage point. Let's try the tower. Yeah, very happy with how that came out. Like I said, it's definitely going to look a lot better once we get the additional ones in, but now that we've kind of got the general idea of what we're doing, we should be able to time lapse and throw some more of these up relatively quickly. But I think that's going to be all the time we have for today. This has actually been quite a while to build this thing. It's been a few hours. So that being said, don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button so you're notified every time a new video comes out. Check out all my links and my socials in the description below. And as always, hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.